r/AskReddit. What are the unethical life hacks that you use? In the self-checkout aisle, you call the shots. Organic pears become regular pears. Organic apples become regular pears. Organic meat becomes regular pears. If you tear off the barcode, the scanner is just a mindless machine. Take control of your own destiny. Organic apples become regular pears. Organic meat becomes regular pears. This guy really likes pears. Obligatory edit. Holy crap. My top comment is now about pears that aren't even pears. Thanks for the gold. Awesome stranger. Shout out to all the pears. I tell everyone that I've never tried smoking weed, or drinking some type of liquor, or a certain drink, and then that person always gives it to you for free so you can experience it for the first time with them. Caution, this only works once per person per thing. Depend how drunk high they get. When the pub bar/club is packed and you can't get to the bar to order a drink for the life of you, find the hottest chick at the bar and hit on her. Don't be subtle about it, just hit on her. She will leave and you can get her place. Instructions unclear. Slept with hot chick. Shit. If you want to lie, make a part of the lie something shameful. Everybody will believe you. I was late to work because I shat myself. I had to go back home, shower, and change my clothes. I didn't put the garbage out because on my way to the door I shat myself. This is my new favorite excuse. On Chrome you can inspect Element and change the text on any website. I change the price on Amazon sold electronics. Print off the page. Take it into Best Buy and have them price match it. Recently I have had some employees check Amazon then and there, so now I use Walmart website. Edit. For the people calling this fraud, the top comment is fraud as well. My boy, that's fraud and you can go to jail for it. Be told. Didn't say it was legal. A yellow reflective vest and a confident attitude can get you pretty much anywhere unquestioned. That will only get you so far. If you want to get into higher security areas you will also need a clipboard. What about an earpiece with a collie wire? My boss orders a wheelchair at the airport every single time to get through security faster. She even makes the staff member pushing her take her through duty free. My 93-year-old father does the same thing. He doesn't need the wheelchair. He walks a mile every day up and down a hilly street. He also wears a ball cap with the name of the ship he was on during World War II. The flight attendants fawn over him and give him free drinks and earbuds. It's awesome to watch in person. I dunno, when you reach a certain age, you've kind of earned it. Go Gramps. Anytime I get ranch dressing at a pizza place, I ask for it after I've paid. They never bother making you pay another 50 cents. Hey, I do this at MCD's when I want some extra McNuggets dipping sauce. The key is to do it at the drive-thru pickup window after they just handed you their order and hold out a credit card and act like you sincerely forgot to order some extras at the order board. Doing this just threw a monkey wrench into the finely oiled machine that is the drive-thru ordering process. Never offer cash as the attendant will probably pocket it. Can confirm. Worked at MCD's. The only people who give a duck are the people who you caught on their first day. And yes, we pocket all of your damn change for that shit. When ambushed by chuggers, not sure if other countries call them this, but those semi-legitimate professional charity collectors with clipboards who skim off the majority of your direct debit. Don't say a word. Do not say no. Go away. Duck you. They're trained to pounce. If they say nice hat, do not say thanks. Semicolon. They're trained to pounce. Just raise your hand. Stop quieting gesture, and they'll leave you be. Unethical because rude, but okay because duck that whole industry. I panic in unexpected social situations and once shouted at one of them, I don't believe in charity. He left me alone. Carry around a paperback copy of The Fountainhead and hold it in front of you like a shield when you encounter them. If you want to know the best fried chicken places in England, follow a group of blacks or Asians around for a few hours. Eventually they will get hungry and all congregate at the said fast food place. Then make a note of that said place and come back when it's lighter and less dangerous. I didn't realize that stereotype existed anywhere outside of the US. Today I learned. Haha, that stereotype exists in South Africa to such a huge extent. KFC is booming in business in Africa. Probably their best investment ever to open a shop in every single town, even small ones. In South Africa, open 24/7 and busy 24/7. I'm from the UK, so obviously, this is tea based. If you're not one for making tea for everybody at the same time, the first time you're asked to do it, ask everybody twice and then still get each cup slightly wrong. This way people will not associate you with a good brew and won't ask you to make it. Bonus hack. Don't remember how each individual has their tea coffee, just how many have each milk sugar combo. Makes it a lot easier. A good friend of mine simply placed a rich tea in mine. It sank to the bottom and as I gradually drank it the tea seemed to get sweeter. I don't like sugar in my tea, so I found this quite off-putting, but soldiered on, half in denial about the unfolding situation. I was none the wiser until slurping back the mushy filth as I reached the end of the mug. Almost puked on the spot. That was 20 plus years ago, and to this day I never completely finish a cup of tea or coffee. I always leave a bit in the bottom. That bastard. I don't like sugar in my tea, so I found this quite off-putting, but soldiered on, half in denial about the unfolding situation. That's the most English thing I've ever read. When a man breaks into your house, even when lacking intent of any form of bodily harm, brutally murder him in a manner that appears defensive, preferably with a melee weapon such as a Bowie knife, kitchen utensil, or a 5D battery maglite. Your neighbors will leave you alone for sure. Can confirm. I use it all the time. Especially the maglite element. Good god. Those things could conk out a cow. I have made a set of logic in my mind to make this one ethical. When roll up is on at Timmy's, if I have a free muffin tag or something, I will go through the drive-thru and order a large double and be like, I have a roll up for a free muffin too. It'll get a fruit explosion. 4 out of 5 times they forget to ask you for the roll up because you need to pay for the coffee. In their mind they are like, well, they paid. That is all. The key is to always buy one thing and always have the winning roll up in case they ask. I tell myself that I have done my duty as a consumer and if they don't ask for the roll up it's on them. Canadian thug life. I think this was intentionally designed for no one outside of Canada to understand it. I'm American and understood it. Obviously, Canada treats fruit roll-ups as a common currency. I once posted fake job ads online on Craigslist when I was applying for a job so that I could look at the competition's resumes and wear them down by never having them never get any callbacks. People look for actual jobs on Craigslist? Will suck dong for money. This one is hit or miss. If you ever need a top post on Reddit, recycle an AskReddit question that people love to answer and read other answers. You won't always hit, but when you do, it's cheap, easy, and uncreative. This will come in handy the next time my doctor won't prescribe my medicine until I hit the front page. Brutal murders, theft, and quick ways to warm bread. When you take out the soup from microwave, it is too hot to take it with hands. Take 2 slices of bread in each hand and take it out without problem. Plus the bread gets warm. You are unethical to the bread loaf. This gets a rise out of the bread. Using ad block while on Spotify gets rid of the ads, so it is like listening to premium. Also read books in the public domain. They are often available for free online. Also read books in the public domain. They are often available for free online. How is that unethical? That's literally the reason for it existing. Public domain books are just that, public domain. Nobody owns the copyright anymore, so anyone can legally publish it. Can't the sinister give helpful life advice too? I don't spend my days in my evil lair only plotting to take over the Tree State area. Sometimes I donate my time to help the elderly and feed my pet snake other people's pet snakes. If you have a crack in your windshield, you can just call the "How's my driving" number on the back of some trucks and tell them the truck kicked up a stone or something. No, in the US a rock kicked up by a tire is considered an act of God. Instead say you saw it fly off the top or out of the bed of their vehicle. I imagine how future historians will debate about God's influence in our law system. Obligated to spend time with lame or annoying people? Take some drugs. Everything will be far more entertaining. I prefer marijuana and alcohol together in abundance, but other drugs work for other people. Trial and error that shit. Figure out what drugs combinations work for you. Bonus. During the trial and error period, you'll definitely alienate some of those whack people from your life. Problem solved. This is probably why I'm alone on Thanksgiving now that I think about it. Run out of money, steal shit. When parking in a long-term lot, hospital, airport, hotel, etc., I walk back to the entrance when I'm about to leave and get a new parking ticket. I just pay the minimum no matter how long I've parked there. That works. Don't you need a vehicle? Most of the time it's just a button that spits out a ticket. I've never had a problem with it. I find the student directory for all of my classmates in my course and get their student emails. I send out an email 2 weeks before final exams offering to trade my study guides for theirs. When someone sends me one, I'll send it to another person who sends me theirs and start a Ponzi scheme of subject review study guides. I started downloading cars instead of buying them. When my truck needs new tires, I rent a truck with the same tires and swap them. I've done it 3 times and saved thousands of dollars. I'm not sure if I'm angry or impressed. When I'm ready to leave a get together, I announce to everyone that I'm done with them. It usually gets a laugh, but I really am done. This one is no longer possible because of euro, but back in the 90s the 1 Deutschmark coin, around $1, had the same size and weight as the 2.50 escudos coin, around 1 cent, meaning whoever went to Portugal before going to Germany and got a bunch of 2.50 escudos coins would be able to eat in Germany for almost nothing if they only used vending machines. That is a really specific scenario that also requires a time machine to be of any use. When I get sales calls here in Italy, I say sorry, I can't speak Italian. Also goes for anybody who bugs me, i.e. religion soliciting people. Few of said people speak English well enough to try. They all just go, ah, oh, click. The only thing I can say in fluent French is, sorry, I don't speak English. The only reason I kept cable was for sports, so when I cut the cable I just started streaming football games. But you wouldn't download a car, would you? I'm too busy downloading handbags. I pretend that my aunt's phone is broken so I don't have to deal with my mother's endless messages. I still speak to her every day, but she can't guilt me for ignoring messages. I am 33. I wish I figured this out sooner. As far as my mom knows, I don't own a phone because I hate technology. Sent from Android. If you want a promotion, kill the other candidates. Then pin it on your boss. I buy things off Amazon. Then, when said thing breaks, I just buy another from Amazon. Then return the broken one as if it was the new one. Works every time. Back in my homeless panhandling days, if I was panhandling with a sign where there was foot traffic, I'd make sure to take most of the money I'd been given out of the container so it looked like I hadn't been given as much. Other panhandling pro tips: if you're flying a sign, a funny sign tends to make more money than a sad one. Spaceship broken, needs parts, saving up for a rainy day if it's raining. Stuff like that. In some panhandling situations it is better to lie with reverse psychology. For example, when I was passing through Las Vegas and panhandling on the strip, people were more likely to kick down cash if my sign read need money for beer as opposed to hungry as duck or something. Even when I was actually hungry as duck, people were more likely to believe I was trying to get wasted. I've since gotten pretty stable. Have a good job, car, apartment, etc. Honestly, working a job is much easier on a person's psyche than panhandling. People calling you a piece of shit all the time or always questioning your motives, or trying to solicit you for sex can really weigh you down. You know those vending machines with card swipes? Usually, you have to press end in order for the machine to stop charging your card, which most people don't do. Stand behind someone using a card and you might get free snacks. The ones on campus used to be like that, but they've changed them now where you have to raise swipe if you want another thing. I'm guessing people were exploiting that and they decided to change it. You don't have to go the speed limit, you just have to drive slower than the black guy in front of you. When I just wanted to leave work a couple of times, I insinuated to my male supervisor that I had a menstruation issue and he sent me home immediately, no questions asked. Edit. This doesn't always work with female bosses. They'll often insist you come back when you're cleaned up. If I have a job at work that takes 4 hours to do, I'll do it in 4. About for 4 hours, then submit and say it took 8. People that fail to do that inevitably get screwed by the man and its work culture to push for more. When some human rights organization pleb comes up to me, "Excuse me sir, may I have your attention please?" I'll switch to my native language, which most people in my country don't know it still exists, and kindly decline. She will then apologize for bothering me. "I know you're wanting to help the poor or whatever, but don't push me to it." My native language is Irish. We are obliged to learn it as children and usually unburden ourselves of it when the school leaving exams are finished. But I went, like many of my countrymen, to a Catholic school which opened each class with a prayer often said in Irish. I don't think I could ever unlearn that, but it comes in handy, especially now I don't live in Ireland and haven't for years. The opening lines of the Lord's Prayer make a very effective scolding and can sound like very irate swearing if delivered correctly. When your headphones break, especially if you get cheap ones, buy the same ones that you had before. After cleaning the old ones, put them in the package and return the package, but keep the new ones. Always say they were defective and broke only after a few days. Make sure you have the receipt. If you use the words defective, they have to take it back as long as you have the receipt. Also, if you go to a nice event, get a nice dress from the store, leaving the tag on. Wear a little cardigan over the dress so that the tag is concealed. Go to said event and the next day return the dress, saying that it didn't fit the way you would have liked, and get your money back. I used to do these things until I got some dignity. If you know someone's got a lot of cash on them, stab them and take it. I steal butter and Marmite sachets from my university canteen and store them in my fridge in my dorm room. In American, I steal butter and jam from my college dining hall and leave them in my dorm room fridge. To get organic product for a non-organic price, all you have to do is realize that by buying organic product you're spending extra money on nothing. If a store has a phone number based ID discount system, like the grocery store, some hipster will always have entered the local area code, and 867-5309 works every time and only mildly unethical. I actually read it on here a while back. You know McDoubles from McDonald's? Well, just ask them to hold the ketchup and mustard, and add Big Mac sauce, mayo and pickles. Boom. You just got a Big Mac for 1/4 of the price. And a 1/4 of the size. What bullshit is this? In Subway I wait until they have put the first amount of cheese on before asking for double. You have already set the standard cheese level and I will know if you skimp. Illegal U-turns. If you buy any sort of power tools, electronic etc., and they break, forget the warranty bullshit. Go to the same store, buy the identical item, swap it out with the broken one, then go back and return it. I found out a way to get free food at work using a little known glitch in our cash registers software. Essentially I can ring up an entire meal as extra toppings and it will show up in the kitchen as just a normal combo meal. The price for everything is inherently zero, so my order won't show up if anyone chooses to audit any discounts or voids. No one is caught on yet. It would take a very perceptive back-of-house worker to notice that the order didn't get sent to their specific station and only the main screen. But those guys are too bright. Whoa, you made it to the end? You're a ducking beast. I'll cut you a deal. Smash like and subscribe for more curated content, bruh. It's free and that's a great price.